All right, what's up? It's Ben Perry, and today is a completely new video. This is the first in its series, the series called Words with Creators. This just came to me earlier today through a cosmic download, if you will. I've got Jeannie with me from GiniCanBreathe. She's a huge Snapchatter. You should follow her.
Oh wait, I didn't tell you guys I was magical? Of course I'm a witch.
I've started talking to the pictures on the walls. Hang in there, Joan. Hello,
Aloha Mora.
I'll put the links down in the comments below. So, welcome, Jeannie.
Thank you so much. I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah. Happy to be here in Park Avenue. This is a beautiful place in downtown Winter Park, and we found this lovely tree in order to set up in front of. So the way this works is I'll ask you just a few questions, and the whole premise behind this entire series is what is the words that creators use? Now, most of the time, people who are successful, people who are doing things in the world, they have a different lexicon that they use. And you notice that these people that are achieving their dreams, that are marking off the things on their bucket lists way sooner than when they're about to kick the bucket, have a different set of words that they use. And that's what this is all about, is finding out what kinds of words do you use in order to bring about the things that you have in your life. So first I'll ask you is, what is your name?
So my full name is Virginia, but everyone calls me Jeannie. And the story behind that is because my father is German and he couldn't pronounce Virginia, so he called me Jeannie.
Oh, that's cool. I wonder what that was about. Okay, so what words do you use to create yourself? Need any more hot water?
Nope, we're fine, thanks.
This is what you see. This is the power of the first take. We go right on through. We don't stop. We just keep going. So, lovely waiter. He's doing his job. I'm going to give him a good tip.
I would say yes. Just yes all the time.
Tell me more about that. How has yes affected you in your life?
I just feel that we are constantly, like, the world is giving us opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to have anything and everything. It's sending us people, things, all sorts of messages. And the more you open yourself up to that, the more you just say yes and you receive it, the more you will create and find and just go on different paths that you couldn't even imagine. So by saying yes to life over and over again, it has brought me to be exactly where I am right now, which is exactly where I want to be.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I could totally resonate with the saying yes. About a little over a year ago, I was in Connecticut where there was lots of snow. You know, New England's famous for their snows. And I had an opportunity to come down to Florida with someone, and I didn't have a place to live down in Florida. I didn't know what I was going to do, how I was going to make money, and the opportunity presented itself, and I just said yes. And then I said yes to the next thing, and then to the next thing, and then to the next thing. And I very much built my parachute on the way down. I just said yes, I jumped off, and then I'm like, ah! Yeah. So I totally resonate with that. So what caused you to be on this trip? You're doing an American road trip?
Yeah, well, basically, I'm doing a world trip, I suppose. I kind of go from one place to the next, right? So this is a total yes thing as well, because So I'm going to be here in the States for 3 months. After that, I am going back to Spain. Then I am going to Cannes in France, where I'm going to the film festival. Then I'll be in Greece, where I'll be at another festival called Awesomeness Fest. And then I will be helping the refugees there for a while and doing some work. Then I will be in Ibiza. And these are all just people asking me to come and me just saying yes. So this whole trip was just someone inviting me to San Francisco, and I was like, oh yes, I would love to do that. And so I built around all these projects that I'm going to do, because it doesn't matter where I am. I could be anywhere in the world. I could be in Australia, Argentina, it doesn't matter. Wherever I am, I will be helping humanity and making an impact through videos and writing. So it doesn't really matter. So with these invitations and just people asking me to come into their life and to help them. I mean, because I'm going to be working on different projects with other people. And when it resonates with me, when it just feels good, someone just asks me something and I'm like, yes, that's exactly what I want to do. And so I will be traveling all throughout the States doing different projects of conscious acts of kindness for my channel, GiniCanBreathe.
On the 16th of November, I walked up to Union Square in New York City. It was 55 degrees outside. I took off my clothes and I stood still with a sign. I'm standing for anyone who has ever struggled with a self-esteem issue like me. All bodies are beautiful. To support self-acceptance, draw a heart on my body.
And yeah, life brought me here. It's just a natural thing. So.
Oh my gosh, I love it. So, yes, I love that we're starting out this first Words with Creators with that word, yes. There's just so much power and energy behind that. So the next question, Jeannie, I guess I just did ask that, how has that shown up for you in your life? So the question after that is, there are no scripts for this. This is the first one, so we get to play.
Exactly.
What words have had the biggest impact in your life?
Persistence. So I just feel like, it's one of my favorite words. Just for me, like, I feel like my life is an example of persistence, where you just really, you just don't stop. You keep on going. And I think that is what defines success. And that is what defines happiness, is because when you find that thing inside of yourself that makes you burn, and it doesn't matter what it is, you persevere and you keep on going like straight towards it because it's what you love. So I would definitely say persistence and love, obviously, because I believe there's just two things in life, love and fear. Those are the two tracks that you can go down, and that's what we base all our decisions on. So, and every emotion comes from either one of them. So with fear, you would have jealousy, anger, sadness. Those are all expressions of fear. And of love, you would have, courage, happiness, joy, etc. So they all just divide that. And so that word love, as overused as it is, even though I think you can't say it enough, that is what I orientate my life towards, that to make, even if it makes me seem vulnerable or weak, as people sometimes perceive the decisions that one makes out of love, those are the ones that I go after, because I think they are the courageous and they are the real ones. So yeah, absolutely love, happiness, joy, determination, but also pain and sadness, as I think that it goes, it's all, any like good thing, any happiness, there's always been experience of fear and pain, because we can't, like, how are we going to know, how are we going to fully appreciate if we haven't experienced the other thing? And I think that leads to a lot of, absolutely, and it leads to a lot of strength. So when you have these experiences in life that you find painful and you struggle, and you actually kind of overcome them, where you come out after is this powerful, amazing place of ecstasy, where you have infinite resources to happiness, because you understand, the duplicity of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Totally. I love that. I love how these questions present a stream of consciousness that just, see, I knew there was some magic in this. Oh, I love it. And you know what? Just to riff on what you talk about love, I don't think that it can be said too much either. And I also believe that by loving someone else, whether it's in an intimate relationship, whether it's in a friendly relationship, or even if it's just, your tribe of people that resonate with you, the more, I believe that two sides of the same coin are vulnerability and courage. You can't have courage without vulnerability, and you can't have vulnerability without courage. They come as a package. And where people try to avoid vulnerability, they don't have any courage. And so it's like cutting off your nose to spite your face. So you don't want to get hurt, say, someone that you loved and the relationship shifted into something other than what you had previously wanted it to be. But by being courageous and vulnerable, it allowed you to unlock that place of true ecstasy and bliss that only comes from unconditional love.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So the next question is, what word would you want someone to describe you?
I guess just infinite, just endless, that just means in all aspects. It's just infinite amount of happiness, joy, courage, presence, emotion. Yeah, infinite.
Infinite. That's really interesting. Infinite. I love words that don't have an end to them.
Yeah.
So, we were just talking about this earlier, how somebody who doesn't use any negative words whatsoever. Like, she doesn't use the word bad, right?
Exactly. She says not so good, or the opposite of good.
Yeah. I believe in the same thing, where that there is no good or bad. There's what's useful and what's not to you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So what are your top 3 favorite words?
Definitely yes, love, and unfiltered.
Unfiltered, why?
Because I believe in complete transparency. I love honesty and truth and vulnerability, all those things. And for me, that's what unfiltered comes together with, because it's just, I am human. I am not, anything pertaining to an idea that I'm, taking upon myself. I'm just not covering myself with anything. I'm unfiltered.
Yeah.
So that's something that I try to live by, to be as unfiltered as I possibly can, as you noticed with the tampons.
Yeah. Should I share? Yeah. Okay. So we're meeting up, and she sends me this message on Facebook. She's like, "Ben, I'm so sorry, I'm so late. I have to get tampons, and then I'll be over there." And then I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Queen immediately came into my mind. Is this the real life? Yeah, I really appreciate that, and I see that. I see myself in you in that transparency, because anybody who's followed my channel for any amount of time knows that I believe in the art of the first take. Not having to start and stop, and I think as a Snapchatter, that you understand that probably more than most people would, being able to get it right on the first take and just send it out.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think that authenticity is one of the most powerful traits that we can have as people, and I think that that's what connects us to each other, because it doesn't matter in which sense it is, if it's in, a corporate business sense, if it's in a love relationship or friendship. If someone is not authentic, and if I can't see them for who they really are, then how am I going to connect with them, and that's who I want to connect with, their pure self. And that's where the magic happens, like as we're seeing right now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I absolutely love it. So I've got one last question, and that would be, if you could invent a word, what would it be?
Yeah, so the word that I invented for me and my ex-partner, who is still my soulmate and love of my life, best friend, is Yarei Lini. And because I said, I love you so much, and our love is something that, like, I just need my own word for. I just said that this is the word that I say to you. And when I say it to you, that means I love you. Like, it's just you. And I don't know, it just came to me. I was just like, and then just one day I was like, Yareilini. And that was just our word. So,
How do you say it again?
Yareilini. Yarey, wait.
Ya
Oh,
re.
yeah, Yare Lini, Lini. Yeah.
Ya re lini.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well,
I don't know
great.
where it came from, but that was just like how it manifested basically. And we've been using that for like 6 years.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I love it even more that it came from that place of, I would assume, unconditional love that you
Yes.
felt for the person.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh. Well, this has been amazing, Jeannie. Thank you for participating, I guess, and being a guest on this show, Words with Creators. So if somebody wants to find you and find what you're all about and what you're up to in the world, where can they go?
Okay. So I've been a YouTuber for the past 10 years. So like I am literally on any social platform there is, like you will find me there. So Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, etc. All Jeannie Can Breathe. It's all the same handle. If you Google me, you can find my website, GiniCanBreathe.com, where I make videos, I write articles. We basically do a lot of the same things. And like what I'm passionate about are doing conscious acts of kindness, social experiments with just people on the street, which is something that we're going to go and do right now as well. And I just like, this is what I've dedicated my life to, happiness and
Conscious creation.
exactly. And that's what you're going to be seeing me doing for a long time.
Well, I'm so glad that we were able to connect on your way through Orlando.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate it. For those of you that have been following me for a while, or if this is your first time, I'm Ben Perry, and this is My Words Create. So if you'd like a way to break through the struggles that you're going through in life, and you would like to get results behind what it is that you want, go to mywordscreate.me, and you could find more about me there, and also my daily thought bombs. So thank you for watching, and you have a word you want to say before we leave?
Namaste.
Namaste. And I'm going to stay right here and finish my coffee. All right. Bye, guys. Well, that was awesome. Yes. Thank you. You're number one.
What an honor.
And you're gonna see more of those? That's so awesome.